Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Bernetta and I am the Bougie Cheapskate. Today I am bringing you a grocery haul. I like to save money on groceries. Groceries is one of those things that you can have the most control over when you are budgeting and living a frugal lifestyle. You can cut your groceries in many ways. One way that I choose to cut my groceries is with bulk shopping. Another way that I like to cut my groceries are with coupons whenever I can. Couponing though is becoming a lot more difficult these days. The stores want to limit how many you can use and how, at one time, how many orders you can have at one time, and the manufacturers have changed up the coupons quite a bit as well. Oftentimes you're getting a smaller amount off of multiple items, which make it a little more difficult to save the large amounts that I'm used to saving, but every little bit counts. The third way that I save is with a very simple menu. So I tend to buy items, the same items every month. These are things that I keep on hand at all times. I know what they are, how they, and what I have. And oftentimes, I can put together those very simple meals, maybe a half hour, or if I want to plan something different, I might do a substitution with some of the things that I know that I have on hand. So, if it calls for kale and I have spinach, I'll substitute spinach, that type of thing. So these are, right now, my pantry is quite bare for me. And I also have less in my freezer. Actually, my deep chest freezer went out on me, so now I'm operating with only my refrigerator freezer. And then my daughter's home from college and she had a very small standalone freezer, so I'm operating with a lot less freezer space. I typically use my freezer and my pantry much more than my refrigerator or fresh items, and that's also a cost savings for me because I tend to fresh items tend to go bad on me. I usually buy them as needed when I know I'm going to eat them. If I start a head of lettuce, usually if I get a taste for a salad, I'll usually eat it for a couple of days and then the rest of the head of lettuce goes bad. Or I buy a whole bag of carrots, to make something specific, and then the other half of the bag goes bad or the rest of it goes bad. And I'm just not very good at fresh fruit items, especially fresh vegetables. Now, fresh fruit, I tend to do better with fresh fruit for myself because I'll eat them for snacks, and with breakfast I'll cut them up. But for some reason, my adult children will not for the life of them peel a orange. They will not for the life of them cut a piece of fruit. So I only buy fresh fruit really for myself, and then if they happen to eat some, that's wonderful, that's great. I'm not gonna stop them ever, but they tend to not help themselves to fresh fruit. Doesn't matter whether it's refrigerated. They do better if it's actually out on my countertop. That's why I have a very large fruit bowl that I keep out on my countertop, because they're actually more likely to eat fresh fruit if I have it out and visible. But honestly, they don't eat much fresh fruit, so that's why I typically do frozen. I can use as much as I want when I want, and I don't have to worry about it going bad if I don't eat it fast enough, or if my children choose not to help me eat it. So with all that said, I'm going to show you a few of the pantry items and staple items, mostly, like I said, pantry and freezer that I have. Right now I have I just recently purchased a 25-pound bag of white rice, white jasmine rice, so I'm good for rice for a very long time. I typically keep a variety of pastas, dried pastas, and I actually keep potato flakes. I'm out right now, so I have to get back to Sam's because that's where I usually buy that from. But it's sold in a really big container, looks like a big milk carton container. And I will use that and mix in ranch, I'll mix in cheese, I'll do all kinds of different flavors to those standard potato flakes, and it works very well for me and my family. But let me show you what I have today that needed replenishing. So I have green beans. Today I went to BJ's and I did my their green beans were 12 cans, I believe, for $8. And so I got green beans. I also got sweet corn, and I try to keep peas as well. I keep canned fruit on hand as well. This time I picked up fruit cocktail with 6 cans by Del Monte from BJ's, and I also did sliced peaches, and those I use if I do pancakes or waffles. You know, you can do peaches on top of the waffles or pancakes, or I'll serve them beside. Bacon, also keep on hand. So I love to bulk shop for that. You get 3 packs of bacon and 1. Smoked sausage, I keep on hand. I have a video of me preparing one of my staple, simple, quick meals with some smoked sausage. Let's see. These are Angus beef meatballs. I keep meatballs on hand. This is a 4-pound package. Super quick. You can make a meatball sub. You can butter. I tend to use real butter. My mom's from the South. I think I'm from the South. So I really like real butter. And that's that. Always keep I always keep bags with sprinkled cheese. Another meat that I keep, these sausage links, brown and served from BJ's. French fries. Except the hash browns. BJ's, their brand, they have these peppers and onions. They're frozen, pre-cut. I love them. It's green and red peppers mixed with the onions, already cut up. So easy to season your food. I mean, they're cut up, they're frozen, ready to go. I just sprinkle some, you know, in my pan, in my food, whatever I'm cooking. You can always season it up with some peppers and onions. Eggs. I'll pretty much always buy my eggs from BJ's. I get this double pack here. I think it's like $5. Quite a bit of eggs in there. So it's a 3 dozen twin pack. So vegetables. I always keep 3 bags of frozen vegetables on hand. Solid broccoli. We love broccoli. Broccoli is my kids' favorite vegetable. So we eat lots of broccoli. I know y'all are probably going to talk about me real bad, but I generally keep some kind of frozen greens, whether it's spinach. Usually it's spinach, sometimes collards or something like that, but mostly spinach. So I usually have frozen spinach on hand. I love this mix with the smaller cut vegetables. So you get the peas, the carrots, the green beans, and the corn. I usually keep this mix. This mix and broccoli are almost always here. That particular mix with the smaller pieces of vegetables, that's what I love to throw in ramen noodles. For our sweet tooth, I always have a tub of cookie dough. There's a reason why I'm thick in the middle. There's always a tub of cookie dough in our refrigerator. And then my son has a sweet tooth. And if he's home, there'll always be some sort of variety of sweet baked goods, as he would say. So honey buns, or this week I grabbed some Pop-Tarts, and I'll probably still have to find him something else, but this week I grabbed Pop-Tarts. And then other than that, staples for my daughter. She loves yogurt with granola. Wesley Farms had this double pack of granola that has oats, honey, raisins, and almonds. So just a nice little crunchy topping. It was a double pack for $8, which I thought was great. And yogurt. This week I thought the better deal was the Activia with the 24 pack, and they came out with a new flavor, black cherry. We're gonna try it out. I wish they had the strawberry, black cherry, and blueberry, but they love to throw that peach in there, and I think peach is probably our least favorite flavor out of the yogurts. And then my son, always a gallon of milk. That boy drinks milk every day. I always grab bananas because, like I said, if they over ripen, that's even better because they go in the freezer and I can blend them up and make banana ice cream with some nuts on top, or well, I don't keep chocolate nibbits or whatever you call those things. I don't keep that in the house, but I will put some nuts if I have almonds and things like that on top, or maybe even some fresh fruit. Here they are. So I got 2 big variety packs. I've already torn into. I got me a hot set for myself, and then my kids' favorite standard set. So that is my staples for this week. Well, this month. Usually my staples, like I said, with these things, other than the milk, most of this stuff will last the entire month. I probably will have to get maybe French fries and milk, yogurt, and maybe some more snacks. But other than that, that's probably good for the month as far as my staples. And I'm out of a few other staples, so I may have to go back for those. But this stuff here will last me the whole month. But I am out of, like I said, my potato flakes and a couple of other things. I think I need some cooking oil. There's a few other things that I need to get. And I don't usually do my produce or my meat at BJ's. The packages are very large. Now I do get my frozen chicken breast from there because that'll keep for a while. But I usually don't get my packages of meat from BJ's or the big box store. Well, my family size has decreased recently. My son will be going back to school, and so it will primarily just be myself and my daughter, and she and I aren't very big eaters. So so I don't really need huge family size packs of meat. So usually for my fresh food, my produce and my meat, I've been utilizing a coupon from my local grocery store, which is Shoppers, and they offer usually a $10 off if you spend $50. So that's what I'll do, and I'll share that haul with you as well. What meats and produce I get for the meats. I want to get at least 4 things so I can actually cook something. You want to cook a quote-unquote Sunday-like dinner at least once a week, even if you don't do it on Sunday, but you want to do some pork chops, or you want to do some sort of steak, or really a pork roast or tenderloin, something. You want to do something, you know, more substantial at least once a week, or at least I do. I like to cook at least one meal. I don't mind. We love spaghettis and stuff like that, and the one pot meals and the simple meals, and you know, we love those kind of dinners. But you know, I just like to cook a real sit down style dinner, even if we don't all sit down at a table. But I do like to do that at least once a week. So those are the meats that I'll be getting from Shoppers with my coupon, and I'll fill up my fruit bowl at that time as well. And that will conclude the majority of my grocery shopping for this month. I may have to go to Sam's because there are some things that I like at Sam's. I love the yellow rice at Sam's. My potato flakes are at Sam's. And I thought of something else earlier. I need to write it down, but yeah, so those are the things that I know that I typically get at Sam's Club that I need to go and get. But anyway, that's it. I hope you got some tips about how to save with your groceries. Like I said, you know, just keep it simple. Keep your meals quite simple. Create a standard list of things that staple list of items that you always have at home that you can always mix and match and make meals with. Buy in bulk. Use coupons whenever possible.